Guys, welcome to Element 13 Traders Institute. Today I'll be teaching you how to identify support and resistance. Previously, we have been able to understand that for you to be able to trade the market technically, you are supposed to understand what support and resistance stands for. So, talking about support is a price level where demand has acquired enough strength to stop the price from further decreasing. So, here is a typical example. This place here and here is a typical example of support level whereby the demand has acquired enough strength. Demand is bad. Demand is simply as what buying and acquired enough strength to go over to the opposite direction to buy. So here is a typical example of so for you to be able to understand or have a simple narrative of what support means is that when you say here support in forex, just say you are sitting down on a chair. As I'm sitting down on this chair, I'm supporting myself on the chair. So use that same narrative to understand that when a market buys from a psychological level or a support level, it means that what it is sitting on a what chair. So today we are going to be having you or teaching you how to be able to identify what support and resistance. Before we go over to identifying this support and resistance, let's look at what resistance. What do you understand by resistance? The resistance is also a price level where the supply of the market, the supply of the market has acquired enough strength to stop the price from further increasing. Do you understand? Increasing. So here is a typical example of what and here is a typical example of resistance. Here is a typical example of resistance. Here is a typical example of resistance. So all this plays that there is a what that has acquired enough strength to stop the price from further what increasing. Further what increasing, and then before it rallies downward is what we call what resistance. So today we are going to be able to what identify what resistance and what support. So for us to be able to identify resistance and support, we can use two methods to identify resistance or support. Either we are using what our line chart or we are using our candlestick chart. So for precise entry, you are supposed to what use your line chart. But for advanced traders, they use what candlestick chart. So for us to be able to identify, we go to our horizontal line from the toolbar. We click on it, then we will move closer to see how we can be able to identify this support and resistance. So here is a typical example. Here is a typical example of what support and resistance. Let me change this line, horizontal line, to white for more precise entry. So we have changed it to white. So you see this very level. Here is a good example of what support. Support. Let me increase it. Here is a very good example of what support. Very good example of what support, because the price rallied above this level, retested, and continuously to bear to the upside. So here is a very good support. Then another point of resistance is here. So we'll look into another level. Here's a typical example. Here's what resistance. resistance, we also have one support level here. So note that we are spotting what, we are spotting what, or identifying what support and what resistance. Here is a typical example of what support level. So we go back to the next one to identify support and what resistance. Here is another typical example of what support and what resistance. Here is the support level. Support level. Here is the resistance. I hope you do remember the definition of what resistance and also support. So let's give another typical example using our horizontal line, mark out point of what resistance and what support. Here is a typical example of what resistance, support, and then support. Let's give a final example. Yes, here is a typical example. Here is a typical example of resistance, resistance, support, support. Then we have another resistance here. Note that your resistance can be what support, and your support can be what your resistance. So here is a typical example. Here is the support level. This is support level, and over here we will have what resistance, resistance. So automatically your support has been what your resistance, and your resistance has been what support. So I believe with this you can also understand how you can be able to what identify support and resistance within your what your trading view or your broker that you are using, your trading platform you are using. Thank you very much. We'll go back to the next class.